Let's face it, don't you wish you could get around this easily? If you think the Jetsons' style of travel is pure comic book fantasy, think again. This is the real thing. A human pilot has successfully flown it hundreds of times over several acres. Shades of great things to come. Just imagine taking off from the driveway of your country home in this heavenly hot rod, headed for, well, a night on the town. 400 miles away? No problem, there in an hour. No runway needed for takeoff or landing? Not this baby. Just forget what you ever thought planes can't do. So where did the inventor's inspiration come from?
I got motivated very young, age of 5, by watching a hummingbird and just being very emotionally enthralled with the concept of being able to live in a three-dimensional world, to move in a three-dimensional world.
Not much Paul could do about it then, but his inventive mind made him a multimillionaire, freeing him to pursue his dream. Figure out how a vertical takeoff and landing plane could replicate the power plant of that tiny bird. Timing's been in his favor as different technologies have matured sufficiently for Paul to merge them, like the Wankel rotary engine, sophisticated computers and software, and very strong but very light plastics. As this early model got up and away, seeing was believing, what's no longer far-fetched or far away from reality.
You get in a helicopter, you feel like you're being pulled into the air. You definitely have the sensation of vibration and being pulled into the air. In this vehicle, you actually float into the air. The image that you have of the magic carpet is emotionally very precisely what you feel when you get in this vehicle. Now, there's nothing bigger thrill in my life as when I flew this aircraft the first time. It's an experience that was beyond anything I could have imagined, and it certainly rewarded me all those years. I want everybody else to share that experience. Maybe everybody within my lifetime is not going to own this vehicle, but they're going to have a vision of what it's going to be like to own this vehicle.
Would you have to be a genius to operate it? No, sir, says Paul. Just punch into the computer where you want to go, and the computer, collaborating with now-in-place global positioning satellites, will get you there, no problem, even while you sleep at the wheel, if you want. Would you be safe? Lots safer than a helicopter, guaranteed. This has 8 engines, all independent. Even if several fail, Mahler claims, you could still land vertically. Parachutes are there for further backup. Would you have to be a millionaire to own one? Yes, at first, but hey, the Model T wasn't cheap to first-time buyers either. And look at all of us who own cars today. If this small business ultimately enjoys such success as the Ford family enterprise, well, it's the old story of he who risks with high stakes, deserving all the rewards he gets in return. In Davis, California, Bruce Page, First Business.